Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing some Angels Online related. Alan Mackey from Angels wanted me to try this game, and I did try it. I gave it a chance. I gave it two chances actually. This game is a re-release from the previous version. As you can see, it's called Arcfall. Um, Now the previous version I played for a bit. It was extremely stale. Everything was the same as every other MMO. Literally nothing new was in the game. So I started playing again, given another chance, and quite honestly, I've been in the game for a half hour. I'm not impressed at all. Um, the biggest thing I notice is when you pick up a quest, it doesn't automatically track. Like there's no tracking automatically. You have to hit L. You have to manually click it to track it. You have to do that every single quest, which I don't get why they would even alpha. I mean, this isn't alpha, pre-alpha, so I don't even know why you would release a game at all with it like that, with anything like that. That's absolutely horrid. The second thing I notice is with the quests. When you pick up a quest, it doesn't give you any idea, details about where to go for said quest. One of the quests was go to the blacksmith. It didn't tell you where the blacksmith was. It didn't tell you the direction, didn't give you any details of where it is, didn't give you an icon on the map. If I hit M to try to look for it, or sorry, there's no key for the world map. Another thing that's kind of ridiculous, but click on the world map and it doesn't really, it's not impressive whatsoever. You can't click on these. It doesn't, like, the map is just very lackluster. You can drag the map and pan it. You can do that. That's fine. I mean, but there's no direction in the game. The mini maps all you have when it comes to direction. Once again, it doesn't give you where anything is. Like, this mini map should tell me, hey, the blacksmith's right there at this building, and the Fletcher is at this building, and etc., etc. But the mini-map is absolutely useless. The only thing it's good for is to tell you, hey, there's a rock here, you can't go over here. And you look at the game and you're like, oh, there's a rock there, I can't go there. Other than that, absolutely useless. Doesn't tell you where mobs are, nothing. So the quest tracking in this game is probably one of the worst I've ever seen in my entire life, to be honest with you. Like I said, the game is in pre-alpha, but with these two things alone, I wouldn't have even released it in pre-alpha. Another thing I noticed in the game is the combat in this game. Now, everyone's used to, when you start a game, it takes a little bit more to kill mobs. Right now, it's taking way too long. Way, way too long. So you right-click. This is with the sword that I had to craft. I had to craft this sword. Get 8 damage. I'm killing a sheep, so this is a critter. This is level 2, one of the weakest, should be the single weakest mob in the game. And it's probably going to take me about 3 minutes to kill this thing. I have to gather 5 wool, 2 animal hide. Way too long. Like, look at it. I'm just sitting here. Let's watch it. Let's watch how long it takes you to kill the very first mob you are set out to kill in this game. Dude, you're still hitting it. Still going. We're gonna sit here and watch this. Like I said, this is the very first mob you have to kill me. It's a sheep. Oh, it's finally dead. You have to right click to loot it, loot all. Another thing that I noticed when I was looting, you go to your inventory. You have slots. You have a certain amount of slots you can actually use. You can get extra, so you can get extra backpack for more slots here. But you can also be overweight. On top of the amount of very limited amount of slots that you can get, you can also be overweight. Let me switch to this axe to cut down this tree. 4 seconds to cut down a tree. That's not a big deal. That's kind of what it's like before. Overweight. See, overweight. I don't know why you would ever make it so you can be overweight and limited amount of slots. That makes no sense to me. Never seen a game like that before. Also, if you put this on your hotkey, and I switch to it, it goes off my hotkey, right? So if I put, say I put this one to Axe lock, because I want to be able to switch between weapons without manually opening my inventory. I hit 9, just that, the sword's no longer my hotkey. Crazy. So that's kind of boring. So every time you switch weapons to farm, you have to manually open your inventory. Let's do the chicken seems to be a little easier to kill here. Still way too long. I mean, 5 hits to kill a chicken would make more sense. The fact that it's this long is kind of ridiculous, especially for a game or for a person just beginning. If I were just beginning this game and I hadn't played the previous version and known this was coming, if I was just starting this game, the fact that it would take you an hour to finish this quest is kind of ridiculous. I mean, that's obviously an exaggeration, but I would get extremely bored and fed up with that alone. And so there's that. The quest tracking system is horrid. Mini-map is absolutely useless. The world map is even more useless. No hotkey for it whatsoever. If you go into the hotkeys too, the controls. Why can't you change any of this? You can't change anything. I don't. Controls. www. Alright, so W is supposed to do everything for me. Alright, that's cool. It doesn't, obviously. I to open inventory, I to close it. You can't hit escape to close it. It's kind of annoying, once again. The store, the fact that they would even have a cash shop in this game right now, in the condition it's currently in, is kind of ridiculous. Buy $56 for 1,000 coins. Once you'll be able to get kind of whatever you need, but if you spend $56 on a game in this condition, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. So that's the quest tracking system, the combat. I mean, I'm not impressed whatsoever. There is nothing in this game currently that would make me want to play this game. There's little signs outside these places, but once again, there's no way to determine where they are from afar. When you get close to a quest, you have to be like this close. Alright, let's see. This far close, you can't see anything. If there was a question mark, you wouldn't be able to see above there. You have to be this close. You have to be this close to see a quest. Nothing on the mini-map to determine there's a quest there at all. There's no way to determine what's anywhere in the game, basically. Quest tracking, once again, terrible. Inventory, absolutely terrible system. Now, this system's kind of interesting, because you have your weaponry trees. There's only 3 classes in the game, and I guess these would be subclasses or stances, and then you get the skills right here. 3 classes. That's so generic. Even generic games have more classes than 3. Magery, archery, swordsmanship. I understand you're a pre-alpha, but this game just shows no effort whatsoever. Crafting, there's more. There's fletching, bow making, stuff like that. So this stuff's kind of interesting. More than 3 or 4 skill trees for crafting. And the resources, when you gather things, you gain XP for these resources. Which is interesting, but I've collected a good amount of wood. Still nothing, unfortunately. It's like weird. Skill system, like I said, it's so generic. There is nothing about this game that would make you want to play it. Everything's generic. The cash shop, that's just straight robbing you. There's nothing like. The fact that you would ever even have a cash shop in a game this bad is kind of an insult. Social system, guilds, mailbox, inventory quests, skills, character. You go to character screen and see all the slots you can have, but character stats, Everything's generic. Nothing is new. Um, potential to see the newer stat, but everything else is kind of it's generic. The game is just a cheap version of every other generic game. Unfortunately, I gave it 2 chances. I logged on today because Alan Mackey gave it a chance. It's been kind of pushing people to play it. It's absolutely horrid. I do not recommend this game at all to anyone that would ever play it. Not in this card state. If they in December, I think it was December 21st, they're gonna be moving out of alpha. Which once again, they're not even ready to be in alpha. Never mind move out of it. So if you guys want another generic game that's just worse than every other generic game out there, play this game. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't ever recommend a game this bad. Sorry guys, but just how it is. Don't try to push out a game that isn't ready. Thanks for watching, guys.